You know, the Tomahawk jacket and the Powerhawk bib are designed for a very unique customer. It's a customer that loves to ride. He's out in the backcountry constantly. He needs lightweight, and he needs a margin of durability. It is the most durable fabric you can get in a polyester, but it doesn't have the heavy overlay, so it doesn't weigh you down. It doesn't have the heavy denier fabric, so it doesn't weigh you down. On the Tomahawk parka, it's been a very strong piece for us for a long time, and so what we want to do is we wanted to upgrade the look but keep the materials that have been working. So what we have is we have a Gore-Tex, we call it SOX 150. It's a very durable polyester. It's a two-layered Gore-Tex, which means you have the 150 laminated to the EPTFE, and what that allows you to do is then in order to make it work the best way possible, we actually put a highly wicking polyester liner on the inside so we can spread the moisture out and get it next to the Gore-Tex to get it out of the system. You know, when we look at our Klim standards, we just can't change our standards because of a different piece we're working on. Regardless of price point, it has to have the highest standards that live up to Klim standard. We have to have things that last. We've learned year after year, decade, now 2 decades, that reality is you have to have good components to make it last. What you get in the Tomahawk parka is a fantastic value. This thing has YKK zippers, Gore-Tex, EPTFE, backer membrane that is guaranteed to keep you dry, has American Eford thread, it has all the most up-to-date fabrics and components we can put in a garment, and so you get the best value that you can imagine. You know, the Powerhawk bib/pant was a very interesting piece because it used to be the Extreme bib and the Powerhawk pant. And what happened is we found that, hey, what's the difference? Well, one of them had a little bit more durable fabric on the legs and on the reinforcement. The other one had suspenders. The other one had belt loops. The other one had adjusters on the side. And so we're like, hey, what if we put that all into one and kept the price the same? Hey, that sounds like a win. So that's why it was redesigned. So we try to make it simpler so no matter what you're doing with it, you can zip off the bib, wear it as a pant. You know, one of the things that we've always tried to do is listen to our customer. What our customer has repeatedly asked for in the Tomahawk is a collar that prevents the air from going down their neck and is more comfortable. And so we've always had the beard flap, we've always covered that with a very soft brush material. But what we've done now is we've put almost what I'd call a Charmin material inside of that collar, so it makes a nice gasket all the way around your neck, and it's extremely soft. It's just those little tiny details that nobody sees when they first buy the garment, but after a week or 2 weeks, they're like, hey, there's something different. And sometimes they can't even put their finger on it. What we like to call them is discovery items. When you look inside of the Tomahawk, you may not notice it the first time, the second time, the third time, but maybe after the 8th time of writing that piece, you notice a little detail, you're like, that is well thought out, that makes sense, that works. And that's what we try to do here at Klim, is make stuff that works.